She makes like video content of old games, like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
That's right. Today, it is time to return to the realm of narrative-based horror. That's right. Today, for the first time in many years, actually, we're going to play a game from Supermassive Games. Now, this is the company known for games such as Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology. Now, they made other games, too. If you remember, a couple of years ago, there was one that they made that was a spin-off of Dead by Daylight. They also did that other one that had to do with werewolves, if you remember that one. They're not all good ones, to be honest with you. Some are much better than others. But in this regard, we've been waiting for them to return to form with this Dark Pictures anthology for a while. And if you don't know, Directive 8020 actually is a game in the Dark Pictures anthology. But the weird part about it is it doesn't say that. Like, I'm looking at the game right now on Steam. Nowhere here does it say the Dark Pictures presents Directive 8020. So I almost feel like they're trying to get away from that moniker, which is a little weird because I actually feel like those games did well based on the fact that they were all of the same anthology series. And this is supposed to be like the next installment, but they're not branding it like that. Maybe it won't have the intro. If you remember, all the Dark Pictures anthology games had that awesome intro where you had like the caretaker or whatever walking down the hallway and then going to his study or library and reading the story and he would guide you through. Maybe that's not the case anymore. If you're not aware, the actual model, I believe, for that guy passed away. So maybe they've decided to just end that in response. I'm not sure. I don't know because I haven't played the game yet. But Directive 8020 is a narrative-based horror game where your choices matter. From what I'm to understand, it's set in space, and there is some kind of a alien entity that is impersonating humans and killing them off. Did you ever see the movie The Thing? I think it's supposed to be a similar premise, but instead of being set at like one of the poles of the Earth in the middle of a frozen wasteland, instead you're in space. Okay, I think. I don't know. I haven't played the game, but that's from the trailers that we saw. It looks like that's what they were going for. Now, here's the thing. I really like the way that the Dark Pictures does things. I do. I think that it's very scary. It's well done, and your choices matter because dependent on your choices, characters can live or die and be there for different parts of the game up to the end or not. And then that lends itself to some replayability. Oh, man, I made a mistake and someone died. So can we go back and replay it? I make the other choice or a different choice. Maybe then they'll live further. There's also a lot of QuickTime events. And you actually have to do the QuickTime events well. Because if you don't, a character can die. So it's not only your choices, but also just getting those quick reaction inputs. So I like them. These have been some of the more interesting playthroughs that I've done over the years. You know, I did all the Dark Pictures games. Until Dawn, I think, was the first big game that they ever did. And man, that was what, 2015? If you haven't seen the Until Dawn playthrough, I strongly urge you to go check it out. That was back when I was streaming, but I wasn't really an interactive streamer. But I decided for that one, I would ham it up and I would talk with the audience and have a good time with it. And people loved it. So I think that you're going to like this game. And we should have a good time today. Now, I don't know how long it is. These games vary. Some of these Dark Pictures games can be more lengthy. I think the longest one was around 7 to 8 hours. Others are shorter. I think the shortest one they ever did was like 3.5 hours. Okay? So they could go different ways. And dependent on that, we'll see how fast or long this game is. And if you guys like it, will we do multiple playthroughs? That's really up to the audience. You know, we're going to do one. And then depending on how it goes, maybe you go back, you reload a stage, you try again to keep someone alive or whatever. But we're going to do an honest run first off, where we don't make any changes. We just keep playing, even if someone dies. And we go from there and see what happens. Okay? Now, I just got to warn all of you. Okay? I just gotta warn you. There's black people in this game. La la la. Look out, there's a black woman coming. Ah! She takes them both out. Boom! Steals the backpack and runs away. Oh! Because already someone made a comment in the Kick chat. What a surprise that this was made in the Kick chat. They were like, I don't know, Phil. Based on the thumbnail on your stream today, I'm just not sure if this playthrough will resonate with your demographic. And I'm like, what, are you afraid of black people or something? What's wrong with you? Sorry, I have no problem with it. I've already said this over the years. I don't care about the race, the gender, the political leanings, or anything of a character in a game. What I care about is the game fun? Is the narrative gripping? Right? What is the game of quality, and is it entertaining to you? That's it. Now, if the game immediately starts pushing culture wars stuff down our throats, then yeah, I'll call it out on that. You know I will. But I haven't ever seen that at all in a Dark Pictures game or a Supermassive game. So I don't think that it's going to be a factor, to be honest with you. I think instead, it's going to be just a fun horror romp that we're going to enjoy. I hope so. All right, we'll see. Although, admittedly, if this game hadn't been delayed, it probably would have done better. It was actually originally supposed to come out in the fall around Halloween, and then it got a big delay. And that kind of sucks because, you know, a horror game around Halloween is always going to get inflated attention on it. So it does kind of stink that it didn't get out in time for Halloween. But, I mean, what can you do, right? It is what it is. I'm excited for it today. And I certainly hope that you will stick around after today's morning show to enjoy this game. I think it's going to be a good one. Okay? Cool. All right. First contribution of the day has come in. It is from Roy Barnes. It is a $10 super chat. So let's get Roy up on the leaderboard. La la la. Look out, there's a black woman coming. Ah! She takes them both out. Boom! Steals the backpack and runs away. Oh!